Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name's Erin. I'm one of the USQ students here. We're studying the CMS1100. This is assignment 2, our oral presentation. I'll be doing mine on smoking. So my audience is anyone who smokes, anyone who knows anyone who's smoking, so virtually everybody. Sit back, we've got a video for you to watch first. Have a look at that one, see how you go, and I'll be right back.
Smoking will kill you. Today's video was produced due to high demand by our subscribers. If you have any other topics you'd like to learn about, be sure to write your suggestions below. Smoking is the act of inhaling and exhaling the smoke of burning tobacco or other plants or drugs. The most common products smoked worldwide are tobacco products in the form of cigarettes, which are built from thin pieces of paper, dried leaves of the tobacco plant, and other toxic components such as toluene, arsenic, and ammonia. Other commonly smoked tobacco products are cigars and pipe tobacco. Smoking didn't gain worldwide recognition until the late 19th century, when cigarette-making machines were churning out about 200 cigarettes per minute. But smoking dates back to the ancient civilizations, where they were used for rituals and religious purposes. They were also widely used during the World Wars, where they were given to soldiers for free as a morale booster. These days, smoking is prevalent all throughout the world. Although some countries have ran heavy campaigns against this practice, consumption is still high. America and many European countries have experienced a slight decrease in smokers thanks to these campaigns, while new anti-smoking promotions have started appearing in Latin American, African, and Asian countries as well. Smoking can cause severe physiological damage to your body. When you smoke, the toxic components of tobacco products are burned and enter your body through your lungs, which then make its way throughout the rest of your body via the bloodstream. Common side effects include gum infection, pneumonia, asthma, and aging, while some of the more severe and lasting effects include heart attack, chronic kidney disease, lung cancer, and leukemia. The average smoker tends to live 14 years shorter of a life than a non-smoker. The best way for smokers to live a healthier life is to stop smoking. This can be done through the use of nicotine gum or patches, programs to help you quit, or just going cold turkey. Those who decide to quit will start seeing positive results after just a month. After a year, they'll have reduced their health risks by up to 50%. A study from the American Cancer Society shows that people who quit smoking before the age of 35 are less likely to experience 90% of the negative effects associated with it. Commitment and consistency are necessary for those who want to quit, and there are centers worldwide that can help you.
Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that video. It's by a group called They Will Kill You. It's a YouTube channel. You can have a look at my bibliography for any further details on them. We're going to have a look today at does smoking kill you? Now we'll have a look at what smoking is. We'll have a look at the dangers and the effects of smoking to our health. We'll also have a look at the benefits of quitting, and then we'll have a look at some of the statistics that are around Australia at the moment regarding smoking and the benefits of quitting and the actual effects on our health. I grew up around smoking, so back then it was a bit more socially acceptable. It was also a lot cheaper. So let's have a look and we'll get straight into it. The dangers of smoking. In Australia, smoking is the leading risk factor for all chronic disease and deaths, including many forms of cancer, respiratory disease, heart disease. It's also found that smoking is the main cause for most cancers in Australia, making up about 20-30% of all cancer cases. Tobacco can have approximately about 4,000 chemicals, many of which are carcinogenic and really harmful to our bodies. So in my research, I've got the effects of smoking, so I thought I'd share some of them with you. Some of them are as simple as a recurrent cough or a recurrent chest infection. So though they might be really minimal to start off with, they could end up being really detrimental to our health if they were ongoing. Loss of integrity of airway, we've got a tachycardia, raised carbon monoxide levels, reduced oxygen carrying capacity, reduced oxygen delivery, high white blood cell count, impaired immunity, increased risk of infection. We're vulnerable to autoimmune diseases, prolonged wound healing, reduced bone density and osteoporosis, increased fracture risks, and then it's got all these cancer associations here too, so lung cancer, gastrointestinal, head and neck, ovarian, cervical, leukemia, and the list just keeps going on. So these are quite detrimental to our health. If smoking is so dangerous, why do smokers continue to smoke? Smokers tend to neutralize the facts, defining them as inapplicable, irrelevant, or unimportant to their situation. Smokers tend to rationalize and justify not only to themselves but to others around them as well. I'll leave you with a question. How is it possible to continue a habit that is so widely researched and presented as detrimental to your health? And now for the benefits of quitting. Within 6 hours, your heart rate lowers and your blood pressure is already more stable. Within a day, almost all the nicotine has been removed from your bloodstream. Carbon monoxide levels are lower and there's more oxygen reaching your heart and your muscles. Within a week, you have your sense of taste and smell maybe improving, your lungs start to recover and become better at removing the mucus, the tar and the dust that your body's been struggling to fight off. Within 3 months, you're coughing and wheezing less. Your immune system is recovering and your body is better at fighting off infection. Your blood is less thick and sticky, resulting in better blood flow throughout your whole body. Within 6 months, fatigue and shortness of breath continues to decrease and you'll start feeling an overall increase in energy. Within a year, you'll have healthier lungs, your excess risk of coronary heart disease, heart attack or a stroke has dropped to less than half of that of a smoker. Within 2 to 5 years, there's a huge drop in the risk of a heart attack and a stroke, and it will continue to decrease over time. For women, the risk of cervical cancer will have decreased to that of a person who has never smoked, and there is less risk of developing diabetes. Within 5 to 15 years, the risk of a stroke has declined to that of someone who has never smoked. The risk of developing lung, mouth, throat, esophagus, and pancreas cancer has declined, as well as seeing a continual decrease of a heart attack and a stroke for the future. It is important to remember that it depends on how long you've been smoking for, the number of cigarettes you've been smoking, and whether you already have a smoking-related disease, to how fast and how well your body will recover. Remember that any change is better than no change. Some statistics. Daily smoking was found to drop from 24.3% in 1991 to 12.8% in 2013. It was found that people who were in their late 20s and 40s were the ones who were most likely to smoke daily. The average age for someone to smoke their first cigarette is between 14 and 24. And people who were found to quit or to change a smoking habit was generally because of increased cost or the health concerns that the habit posed. Motivators for change. 34% of people quit because they wanted to get fit. 11.1% quit because of the health concerns that smoking posed, and 4.4% quit because of smoking restrictions, so within public areas. 1 in 2 people purchase their tobacco products from a supermarket, and in Australia 2.7 million people were recorded as being smokers, but has since dropped to 2.5 million people in 2013. It has been recorded that on average 111 cigarettes were smoked per person per week, which has also since dropped since 2013 to only 96 cigarettes per person per week. And in 2013, 3 out of 10 smokers have attempted to quit, and 1 out of 4 smokers made no attempt at all to change. These are just a few of the statistics that we looked at today, but there is hundreds more available for us to view. All of these statistics can be viewed online. All you have to do is just look up the Australian National Drug Strategy and Household Survey for 2013. It's also noted that the survey is done every 2 to 3 years, so we're actually due for a new one this year. So if you're interested in that, it's something that I'm looking forward to have a look at and see how the statistics have changed once again. Wrapping it up, we had a look at what smoking was. We then had a look at some of the adverse effects that it has on our body. We also then had a look at some statistics. In conclusion, I have absolutely no evidence or research that states that smoking is actually a positive health benefit. In fact, I actually found the opposite. Everything that I found shows the dangers of smoking and the potential that it has, the harm of potential that it has in our bodies. If you're a smoker, please know that there's no judgment passed, but please consider the adverse health effects that it may have on you and the closest people around you. There are many organisations and agencies that are willing to jump on board with you and assist you in your process of quitting or any other assistance that you may need. Thank you so much for listening. This is Erin Haynes speaking, and it's for CMS1100 for semester 1. Thank you.